Roxanne with you today, and I want to talk to you about doing a detox. All right, so I'm going to show you a simple detox. Now, this is a bottle of water right here, and I have half of a lemon, okay, and I have apple cider vinegar, right? So you're gonna just shake your apple cider vinegar and do maybe a teaspoon of that. Squeeze the lemon in with your water, and you're gonna shake that up. And you could drink that the first thing in the mornings before you even eat anything. And you could do that at nights as well. And detoxes are so good and rich. And this simple one, it has so many health benefits, just kind of boosting weight loss, helping with things like vision, helping things like your blood pressure, your sugar level. You know, detoxes can be so good. And this is just a simple example of one. But before you even try that detox, you have to go and make sure you check with your doctor. Your doctor has to give you the go ahead to, to try some of these things. This really works for many persons, including myself, but you want to make sure that you are doing what's required for your health. But today I'm going to emphasize a little bit something a little bit different. I want to talk about a mental health and wellness detox. All right. So sometimes, just like our physical detox, sometimes we know our bodies are not working in the right way, and we just go ahead and we do our detox because we want to feel energy again. We want to feel as if we can do all those activities that we're doing on a daily basis. And so we do our detox. So, in the same way, we have to do a mental health and wellness detox. It's critical, guys. All right. So sometimes we are weighed down. We're literally heavy mentally with so many things that are going on around us. But there's some critical and what I consider to be some toxic substances that we constantly have to rid ourselves of. We constantly have to make sure that we're unpacking. All right, so I'm going to share with you at least four toxic substances that we have to use when we're doing our mental health and wellness detox. So one is having a negative self perception. All right. So our perception is really how we think, how we feel about ourselves. And sometimes we were brought up to, depending on your situation, if you're brought up in a broken home, sometimes you were led to believe that you're not good enough and everything that you do. Sometimes you actually question yourself. You're very hard and critical on you. And that's, developed out of that kind of a, circumstance. But, I just want to say that, hey, we have to start now to do some of the things that I consider to be undoing. If you want to live in that mental freedom and if you want to get, those goals that you're working towards and to be your true self, you want to be confident in yourself, you want to boost your self esteem, just like you boost your energy with your physical detox, you have to boost your mental energy to achieve some of your life's goals. These goals can be hard and difficult, and sometimes you're working for a long time in achieving them. So it's very important to do your mental detox and start thinking a lot more positively about you. Start embracing your strength. Start connecting with persons who actually believe in you and embrace you. So that's very important to do if you're going to be doing that mental health detox. And secondly, there's another toxic substance that we want to make sure that we're ridding ourselves of, and that is unforgiveness. And I know that you've heard that many times, okay? Many of times. Just let go. Let go of persons who have done you wrong. Let go of things that were, people, did things that they should have been charged guilty of, and somehow they were never charged, but you're living in so much bitterness and anger, and you're consumed with that. No, that's not healthy for you. So it's important that you actually try to let it go. It's not saying that the person is not guilty as charged, you're letting them off the hook. It's actually telling yourself that you're deserving of freedom, so you have to do everything just to walk in that freedom. Because living in unforgiveness can actually weigh you down. You're so burdened down that you're not able to think straight. You're not able to just do things that you are destined to do. So it's important to try your best to kind of let go of that. And some, if you need help, and you make sure that you go and get your professional work in letting go of things, people, the past, things that have hurt you, and persons who have actually done you wrong, and you find it very difficult to forgive. So that's another, toxic substance that we want to rid ourselves of if we want to live in that mental freedom and do that mental health and wellness detox. Okay, and thirdly, we also want to detox from mistakes of the past, like holding on to mistakes and failures of the past. Now, sometimes people, they constantly remind themselves, especially if they have a failure, they will remind themselves of the past history of failures in their lives. They constantly do that, and they're angry with themselves, and they're, and this can actually keep you back. This can weigh you down. This can, cause you to lose focus. This can cause you to have a very low self-worth and a lack of confidence in yourself. So it's very important that you be intentional in trying to rid yourself of that, living in in the mistakes of the past, like just constantly reminding yourself of it. No, remind yourself of the fact that mistakes are opportunities for you to learn. Mistakes are opportunities for you to actually grow, and for you to really, get something from. It will give you a lot of wisdom when you can do that. Examine your mistakes and learn something from them. As opposed to being angry and mad with yourself, and constantly reminding yourself of the past mistakes and failures. So that's very important if you're going to do your mental health detox. All right. And fourthly, this is something that so many persons end up doing, but we have to rid ourselves of people pleasing behaviors. That's going to be very important, so that and sometimes people actually, end up pleasing people, or just kind of like they're focused so heavily on making sure that everyone else is happy, but in truth and in fact, they're the last one, um, who is actually happy. So it's very important to kind of rid yourself of that people pleasing behavior. All right. So, and we end up sometimes pleasing everyone else for different reasons. Sometimes just to stay in a particular crowd, just to feel accepted, just to feel loved or appreciated, or not wanting to feel lonely or rejected. And sometimes, we end up doing things to make everyone else happy. But it's very critical, just to do your detox and to rid yourself of that. And starting with thinking about, like, why am I actually doing this? Why am I actually involved in this? Is this what I truly want? So maybe that's a place that you could start, and doing a lot more of goal exploration, and working intentionally on goals that are going to benefit you. All right. So it's very important. So, let's think about some of those detoxes, or areas, I would say, that you have to get rid of, those toxic substances that you have to rid yourself of if you're going to do that mental health and wellness detox. All right. So again, therefore, there are some others, but some of these would be like just having one, a negative self-perception, two, unforgiveness, and three, just people-pleasing behaviors, and four, just living and dwelling in past mistakes and failures. So those are some of the things that we want to rid ourselves of if we want to live in freedom. And I'm going to end with this affirmation, because once you start thinking about doing that mental health detox, you're actually thinking about freedom. That's what it really is. You're thinking about walking in freedom. So this affirmation is, I'm worthy of walking in my true freedom. I'm worthy of walking in my true freedom. Right? So that's where I'm going to end. This is a wrap. So I hope that you did get something from this mental health and wellness detox. See you next time.